So now that non-farm payrolls is done, at least for the month of February, and we saw gold dropped 250 pips during that session, what can we expect for gold this week? Well, that's what we're going to look at in more detail in this video. Hello everyone, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com, and that's my website where you can go to find out more about Forex trading. So here we are for another weekly analysis, and this week starting on the 5th of February 2024. This is the analysis that I do for the Forex market. I do every Sunday, and so be sure that you have subscribed to the YouTube channel so you'll be notified every time I release one of these videos. In the weekly analysis, what we do is look at the high impact news, the fundamental news items, the data that will be released during the week. And for that, we have our go-to website, which is forexfactory.com. And after the calendar, after we have a look at the forexfactory.com calendar, I will share with you the profit and loss. And this comes from the trade setups, which I shared with you last week. And then, of course, I will share my new pending orders. That's the trade setups that I have in place for this upcoming week starting on the 5th of February. Now, if you found this video by accident and you perhaps are a brand new trader or you just want to get into trading, be sure that you watch my video on the free Forex trading course, which is absolutely free, no obligation. If you want more information about that, how to get started, it is a 10-video tutorial. It's on my website. It's absolutely free. It's password protected, so you need to contact me first. And my Telegram ID is @rickrayfx. And I will leave that link below this video. And be sure that you only click on the links below this video. I have all of my official links below this video. Don't click on anything else. There's too many scammers out there. Too many people trying to clone my Facebook, my Telegram, my Line, everything. So just use the official links which are below this video. So let's have a look at the forexfactory.com calendar. And this is the fundamental news item, the data that will be released during the week that we need to be aware of. And I have some items highlighted for you here. And very importantly, and it's starting off the week with a big bang. This is Jerome Powell is going to give a speech, an announcement of what he is expected to do with the economy in the upcoming months. And this is very, very early in Southeast Asia. It's 7 a.m. all right, in Southeast Asia. But if you're an early bird, you want to pay attention to what Jerome Powell will be saying in his presentation, because it will have a high impact on the movement of currencies and commodities. And then Tuesday, we have a little bit more that you need to be aware of, and that is the Australian economy will release their interest rate data, whether or not they're going to rise the interest rate or they're going to leave it alone or they'll decrease the interest rate. And they probably will follow the Federal Reserve, which did not change the interest rate. There was no cut in the interest rate. And so the central banks around the world tend to follow the Federal Reserve. So it's not likely that the Australian economy is going to be cutting the interest rate. And then on Thursday, we have the usual weekly unemployment claims on the U.S. economy, and that can be a big mover and shaker. So a few items that we need to be aware of this week. Be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. So let's jump in and have a look at the profit and loss which came from the trade setups which I shared with you last week. And on gold, it was quite a volatile week. You can see the little arrow there, the yellow arrow on the left. The pending order did execute. I had a sell limit in place at 2040, and that did open early in the week, but didn't move very much, okay, for a profit of 69 pips. And then it was pretty crazy for the rest of the week. We had the non-farm payrolls, and there was a lot of volatility in that. So a small profit, small win on gold last week. Then on the Euro US, I had a sell limit in place for that one, and that one turned out really well. Okay, that opened about midweek, and you can see the yellow arrow on the bottom there where it played out, where you could have taken your profit for 98 pips. And actually, you could have taken two trades on this one. When it bounced back up to the original entry point and then it went back down again because of the non-farm payrolls, you could have made another good trade on that one. but just one trade was 98 pips on the Euro US. On the odd US, I had a sell limit on that one, and that one did execute for a win of 75 pips. The New Zealand US, I had a sell limit on that one, and that one had a small win of 40 pips. Okay, but again, that one did the same as the Euro US. It bounced back up to the original pending order entry price, and then came back down again because of the non-farm payrolls. So if you took that second trade, you would have got 60 pips out of that one. Then the pound US was neutral, and as you know, neutral means no clear direction, so for me that's no trade. The USD CAD, I had a buy on that. There was no pending order. That was a market execution. I said to buy that when the market opens on Monday, and it just absolutely went the wrong direction. So we hit the stop loss on the USD CAD. The UJ gave us a little bit of profit just the first day, but you had to be quick to catch that one and get 33 pips on that one. The first candle opened the pending order, then the next candle was good, and after that it just went the wrong direction. And then finally, the two minor pairs that I share with you, the pound New Zealand, I had a buy limit on that one, and that one paid off a little bit with 53 pips. Sorry, 53 pip win on the pound New Zealand. And the Euro CAD, I had neutral, and neutral means no direction, so for me that was no trade. Now to look at the pending orders that I have in place, and these are the trade setups that I have in place for this upcoming week starting on the 5th of February. And I share these with you to help you make profit. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I do not insist or suggest or recommend that you take these same trades. You can if you want to, but it's up to you to manage your own account, to use good risk management to protect your capital. So looking at gold first, and this is a little bit of a story here. You might not agree with my analysis this week on gold, but that's okay. What I see is the resistance and the support I have there in place for you. The resistance at 2040, just a little bit above where it closed on Friday. And then above that would be 2052. Support below that at 2030, 2030. Below that 2020, and then 2005. And you see I have here on the screen a sell limit. But you say, well, Rick, gold is bullish. Yes, gold is bullish on the day chart. You're absolutely correct. And it is neutral on the 4-hour chart. So why am I bearish? Well, I'm looking to lean more heavily on the fundamental side. And what I have seen is that, we were expecting interest rates would be cut, and that would be good for gold, and everybody was buying the news. But that's not what happened, okay? The economy in the U.S. is anticipating that inflation is not under control. And Jerome Powell saying, well, it might be several months before the Federal Reserve decides to cut interest rates. So that took the wind out of the sails in the market. And the U.S. dollar moved up, and that put pressure on gold, and we saw a big drop on gold of 250 pips. And I'm expecting to see that continue to move down. So I have a sell limit on gold with the entry price at 2044. We might see a little bit of a bounce up on Monday morning, but I'm expecting to see gold changing direction from the bullish indication we have on the day chart to turning bearish. We're already neutral on the 4-hour chart, and oftentimes a change on the 4-hour chart can indicate a change in direction on the day chart. So a sell limit on gold with the entry price at 2044. All right, the Euro US, I have a sell limit, entry price at 1.0830. The odd US, I have a sell limit with the entry price at 0.6550. And the New Zealand US, I have a sell limit with the entry price at 0.6110. And as I'm flipping through the screens here, you can see that these entry prices for these pending orders look to be a little bit far away. And that's because we had such a huge drop on Friday during the non-farm payrolls during the closing of the U.S. session, that we're a long way from support and resistance on all of these pairs. So I'm expecting to see a considerable correction or pullback or retracement before the pending orders will open. The pound US is a little bit closer to the entry point with a sell limit at 1.2655. And then we have the UJ with the entry price on the buy limit at 148.15. And the two minor pairs, the pound New Zealand, I have a buy limit on that one with it expecting to continue its bullish run with the entry price at 2.0775. And the Euro CAD, a sell limit with the entry price at 1.4585. So that's it for this weekly analysis starting on the 5th of February 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your comments and inquiries. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, because you'll not only be notified of this weekly analysis, which comes out on every Sunday, but now I'm also doing a midweek analysis on crypto and with some tips and suggestions on how you can invest in Bitcoin. All right, so thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you again next time. This is Rick Ray signing off.